Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Brandon the Broker, and once again, I am back without Crumble Cookie, so you're going to hear my voice yet again. I don't know why you guys won't send me Crumble Cookie. You guys are mean, but that's fine. I understand. Anyway, I'm feeling good, feeling a little bit better. I'm running a bit of a fever today, but that's fine. So, just drinking my chicken broth, and we're going to get on with this video. Reason I dropped out of civil engineering but came back by Herb M. I really like this guy. He makes some really good videos. He used to make a lot more musical videos like Tupac, and I think he was an actor at one point. But he makes good videos, not really motivational, but more real life stuff. So we're going to hear why he dropped out, but why he went back. This is going to be a good one. Okay, we're already starting off bad. What are you gonna do with that little bit of coffee? Come on, bro. Whole pot of nothing. Don't waste that. Make the whole pot, dude. Come on. Good man. Good man.
Y'all, it is heard. What is the word? This video is not scripted, very official. Just give me a minute. I just hit my toe, bro. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. All right, y'all. So the last time I made a video on this topic was probably about 2 months ago, and I was talking about civil engineering, and I was telling people, why I applied to the major civil engineering and things like that. I actually forgot what I was saying in the video, but I'm gonna just elaborate on that. Basically, why? Okay, it started with this video right here. I was talking about everybody on social media. So somebody got to go to school and learn how to be a doctor, learn how to be an engineer, learn how to be a lawyer and stuff like that. Learn how to be a nurse. Somebody have to do the hard work. It started off with a car video, and I was basically talking about why I'm going to school. And then the second video was like a civil engineering update or what would be. I forgot. I actually forgot. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was keeping people updated and telling them like I'm going to civil engineering school and I'm going to Liberty University, right? So here I am.
First thing, Liberty. I have a love hate relationship with Liberty University, and we're going to keep all politics and all that stuff out of it. I have a love hate with them. But you know what? They do have good programs for uh, engineering. So can't say anything bad about that. And their football team was decent a few years ago. They kind of fell off. But yeah, good school.
Yeah. So after I made that civil engineering video about Liberty University, a month later, a month or 2 months later, I had dropped out of two classes. I had an A plus, y'all. I had an A plus and I had a B plus in like Bible study. I had an A plus and a B plus. An A plus and a B plus with 2 weeks left and I dropped out. Bro, I dropped out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sound crazy, right?
No.
But I was like, why finish these classes if I'm really not sure if I want to do structural engineering anymore? And let me tell y'all why. Because I did not know it required a whole bunch of teamwork. So our instructor or professor had put us in a group, right? So now I'm not independent. Now I gotta depend on you to get this work in. They gotta depend on me too. So I'm like, bro, if it's really gonna be like this, I really don't want to do engineering. I want to be a structural engineer. I'm studying in civil engineering. But if it, I love teamwork, by the way. But if I gotta be codependent on other people, I, I was thinking, I was like, bro, I don't want to do this. So
That is a big one right there. It's, structural engineering, civil engineering, architecture. The school does teach you to be independent in a way, but I think it needs to teach you more to work in a group. Me working on my own, I am great at it. I'm good at it. I love doing work on my own. Sometimes I do have the anxiety of working with other people in my group because there's always that one person, and it's not always on purpose. Sometimes it's a pure accident that, hey, look, everyone ain't going to contribute what you contribute. But sometimes, yeah, I could say it there. And sometimes, look, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Sometimes it's been me. My mind wasn't on school or on the project. And let's just say that it kind of went the way it went. But, if you're always paired with someone and they're always the person who doesn't do any work, you do get anxiety. And sometimes you just get anxiety, period.
I email my professor. I used to be in school and we called them instructors. Instructors, like trade school, we called them instructors. So to call them professors is kind of weird. So I contacted them like, hey, I don't think this for me no more. I just gotta get out of here. So fast forward about 2 months later, that's why I haven't made a video about civil engineering. Whoever stay updated on my channel, they probably wondering why I'm not updating them on the engineering, the Liberty University School, because I really dropped out. Just to be transparent with y'all, I dropped out with two classes and I was doing great at, right? So I keep on getting emails from Liberty University. They like, hey, you haven't registered for classes. Hey, you haven't did this. Hey, you need to do your financial aid. So I start to feel bad. I ain't gonna lie. I start to feel bad. And then I was like, what if I regret this decision? Why not just finish school and I can always have that degree. I can decide to go into the field I want to with that degree. Why
Mm-hmm.
not just go ahead and get that degree, and if I decide to go into structural engineering, I'll be able to because I have that degree.
That is very true. That is very. It's think of it as an ace in your back pocket that you're only holding on to until you're 100% sure. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love going back to school now as an older adult is, when you're a kid, you really don't know what it is you want to do. You're just doing what everyone else is doing. You see all your friends going off to school. Your family is, pick a major, pick a major. So you just pick anything, and 20 years later, you go back to school for something else because you really don't like what you were doing, or you probably didn't use your degree. Now, as an adult, I feel like going back to school now is always better because now you really do know what you want. Now you know, hey, this is what I want. I want to be an architect, or I want to be a draftsman. I want to be a technologist, or I want to be a structural engineer, a civil engineer. I want to be a mechanical engineer. So now you really do know what you want and you know how to get ahead. And if a degree is it, that's it. I will say to some people, you don't need a full bachelor's degree depending on the job title you actually want in architecture or structural or civil engineering. And I'm going to add construction in there, construction management. Sometimes an advanced diploma is going to be all you need. But if you can at least get the associates because Then if you need to go back to add on for a bachelor's or you need to move on for a master's, you already have that going for you. Even then, with an advanced diploma, depending on where you got that diploma from, you still may be able to go ahead and get your associates with just a few classes.
This coffee so good right here. So they was making me feel bad. I'm like, bro, they keep on sending me emails and I dropped out, you know. I dropped out. So oh yeah, they kept on calling me, leaving me voicemails like, hey Herb, we can get you on the right page. Just give us a call. So they kept doing it for like 2 months, bro. I'm like, forget it. I'm finna call them. I'm all of a sudden like, forget it. I'm finna give Liberty University a call. I'm finna check on these 2 classes that I dropped out of. I'm finna check on them and see if I passed the classes because I dropped out with 2 weeks left. So I'm pretty sure I got zeros on zeros on zeros. So I hit them up. They said, hey, you had got a low grade on this, but you still passed. And you also got a low grade on this, but you still passed. I'm like, yes, I still passed the classes. Even though I dropped out, I still passed it because my grades were so good. I'm telling you, I could have made the president's list or the dean's list. I'm telling y'all, a lot of people know how college works. I just can't get by that easy. They placed me on academic probation or something like that. So I'm like, dang. I mean, I still get to do what I gotta do, but I'm placed on. You know, they got me on the watch list. You know, because I dropped out those 2 classes at the last minute. If it wasn't for that, man, I would have been on top of the class. You know, so there you have it. That's all to it. Is I applied for the classes and it started in March, and I just don't want to have no regrets. If I look like I was already having regrets, so if I went 10 years down the line, I would have been like, man, what if I would have finished college? What will my life be like? You know, I don't want to have them thoughts, and I had them thoughts on.
Yeah, I would say that once upon a time I had those thoughts as well, especially like early 20s. Like, what would my life be like if I did go to school? What would my life be like if I did this or did that? What would my life? Sometimes I look at it the same way. Like, where would my life be if I didn't go to the military? But every time my military connection gets me ahead over someone else, it's always, thank goodness I stepped on the yellow footprints. And sometimes I look at it the same way. Like, what if I went to school instead of going to the military? Same thing. Thank goodness I went to the military because the military is about to pay for the rest of, if I stay in the United States, my master's. If not, then it'll pay for a little something if I go somewhere else.
YouTube, like if I quit YouTube, what will my YouTube channel be like if I would have never quit it, right? So sometimes I just felt like with me doing handyman work and working on a lot of different things, I was like, man, one day I'm gonna get tired of working with my hands, and then I would still want to work on the building. I would probably want to do design and things like that. And I just kept on thinking about that. I just love working with my hands, and one day I'm gonna want to build a house for somebody without using my hands, you know. But I'm qualified to use my hands because I know what I'm doing, and I will also be qualified to do design as long as I get my I think you need a PE license. You need to be PE licensed or like FE. Got to pass that test to be a licensed engineer. You know. So yeah, I just don't want to have regrets. I'm back in school, and hopefully I stay in school. You know, life turns different ways. You know, so I can't say that I would never drop out of school again. I can't even.
Oh, don't worry, dude. Your followers, your 1.5 thousand followers, if we ever hear again that you dropped out, we gonna come look for you, dude. If you drop out again, we gonna shave off your beard. We're gonna hold you down and shave your beard off. How you gonna like that? Nah, I'm joking with you, man. We ain't that crazy. We ain't gonna do all that. You know, we understand, man. Look, life happens. I took this entire semester off because of medical reasons. You know, actually, I still do one class just to stay active so they don't put me in any kind of probation. They understand what's going on. But hey, slow progress is better than no progress. So even if all you can do is take one class, bro, keep going. We're all behind you. All 1.5 thousand of us.
say that because if I said that, then I would feel like I have to keep y'all up to date on things, and I don't want to do that. But if God is willing to guide me through the school, because God can turn you each and every way, you know. If God wants you to do something else, God can call you to do something else. So you can never say never. And I feel like God has gotten me back in school because He really wants me to do this. It don't matter how many times I tell myself I don't want to do this and I give up. A lot of times I just find my way back doing the same thing. You know how many times I said that I'm done with handyman work because it was getting too hard, and all of a sudden I got guided back and it became easy. Let me tell y'all that handyman became easy each time I came back. That's God telling you like, hey, I can get you through this. Just keep
Mm-hmm.
on learning. I'm telling you, just keep on learning. And now,
So another route, if you like engineering, but like I know he said that he wants to, build a house but don't have to use his hands. Another good one is construction management. That is a good lane to go into as well. And actually, construction management is not as full as you would probably think it is. Neither is structural engineering, neither is architecture. We're all kind of, well, depending on where you're at. I know where he is. I'm not going to say where he is. He's made a video where he is, but I'm not going to say where he is. Especially where he's at, they could really use a lot of construction managers, foremen, site managers, stuff like that. But even in structural engineering, if 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 for some reason you probably can't get something in architecture or engineering, architecture and engineering, construction management would be a good place to go into as well.
a lot of people love me. Got a whole bunch of 5 stars. At first, it wasn't like that, but got a whole bunch of 5 stars. I'm telling y'all, man, don't give up. Just keep at it, man. Don't be like me trying to decide what I'm gonna do and just keep on going back. I'm telling y'all right now, especially if you 18 years old, 19 years old, man. I'm telling you, just stick with something and just learn. You know, make sure you're passionate about it. So if you don't find what you want to do at a young age, don't feel bad. If you in your twenties right now, and if you in your teens right now, man, if you don't know what you want to do, that's good because at least you can find your passion, and you
Mm-hmm.
can say, hey, I tried this, I tried that, I tried that. I think I like this over here better. I'm telling y'all, cause if you doing one thing right now and you decide like 15 years later when you 35, 40 years old and you say, man, I don't think I like this, man, you having a midlife crisis. Now you don't know what to do, you know. So take your time, decide.
I'm sorry, I kind of got to laugh a little bit because it said immediate life crisis. Like, yeah, I feel you, bro. No, but you know what? That is very true, And one thing that I like about other countries like Europe, I know that's a continent, but places in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, they encourage everyone to take a gap year. Figure who you are out. Get away from your parents, get away from your family, get away from this. Go somewhere else. Go figure out who you are and what you want to do. Whether it's just go work a job, go travel, go to the military, go maybe take a couple classes at a community college. I don't know if they have community colleges in Europe. I don't know their structure. But go figure out who you are first. Figure out your passion. What do you like? And then go into what you think you may want to do. Because then at least it gives you a fighting chance of knowing what you want to do versus just, I'm going to get into this because reasons. But anyway, that's just how I feel.
what you want to do and say, okay, I think I want to do that. Don't feel bad. Don't let people make you feel bad. If you got to just get you a regular part-time job until you decide what you really want to do it. Long as you keeping a little money in your pocket, that's good. You know, times are hard. I understand, but you know, just take your time, find your passion, decide what you want to do, stay in school, just keep on. If you got to take 1 or 2 classes, 3 classes, you know, it depends. Cause a lot of times when you part time in school, they won't give you financial aid, so that's kind of tricky. But just stay in school, and if you decide like, at least you got that degree. That's all I can say. At least you got that degree at the end of the day. It's always good to pay out of pocket, but a lot of people don't got that money. Just stick with things, and then if you decide, hey, I want to do this over here, just go ahead and transition. But before you just give up on what you are doing right now, make sure it's something that you really want to do. Don't just leave and say, hey, I don't want to do this either. No. If you really want to do something, that's when you go ahead and leave. But if you're not sure if you should do that, don't do it. Just stick with your thing, and then on the side you can try that. See if you like it. Do it on the side while you keeping your job you at right now. Do it on the side and say, oh, I don't need like this. Don't just quit that job fully and decide I want to go to this, and you don't even like that. So I might be off topic, but hey, I'm trying to get y'all right. With that being said, I'm back in school. Herb is back in school, and I'm hoping to stick with it in the long run. If God give me that blessing, I'm out here.
You got this, dude. You can do it. We're all behind you. Go like and subscribe to Mr. Herb M. He's actually a very cool dude, very good dude, very level-headed dude. But I didn't see any Crumble Cookie in this video, so let him know Crumble Cookie is king.